Yeah, and so let's break this down a little bit because also Texas A&M is going to have to pay a new coach as well along with that.
Yeah.
Eric Mitchell joining us now to talk the big money of college football. Thanks so much for being with us. So this number, it's a ton, nearly $78 million. Where exactly does this money come from when a college has to pay their coach?
Oh, that money comes from all the boosters. Let's not kid ourselves. I know we've talked about a lot in D1 football with cheating, but let's also remember these programs are huge. This is an SEC school, a powerhouse football school. Lots of money from boosters, sponsors, major car dealers, and it's Texas, right? There's a lot of us here in Texas, so a lot of Aggies out there have no problem throwing money at Jimbo, who had an amazing background, right? Coming with the Bama background, and you look at all the other Bama coaches who have trained under Sabian. Look at them now. UT is nationally ranked. Georgia's defending champs. You've got Ole Miss doing well, and Jimbo just didn't pull it. But $77 million to not coach. I'm not saying that's a bad deal for Jimbo.
So for those that aren't familiar with it, when you say boosters, what exactly are you talking about there? Are those people going to be upset that their money is going down the drain right now?
It's weird, right? When we talk about boosters, we're talking about alumni to the school or school supporters. I would hope that they would go to the school and be graduates from there if they're going to donate large money. But a lot of these schools, Texas A&M has a rich history with its background. So these boosters usually have a lot of money. And it's odd. They want to win. At the end of the day, if you've spent 5 seconds in Texas, football is a religion from high school all the way through professional football. I live in the DFW area. Obviously, we have the Cowboys, but hey, we have TCU who went for the national championship. We have UT 3 hours from here. We have so many things with the Red River rivalry. If you know anything about football, these boosters just want to win. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter who the coach is. It's the W on the board in a national championship because that drives more money. If you're playing in the college playoffs or in a bowl game, you're getting paid a lot of money to do that. They don't want to lose. Boosters just care about winning.
Oh, yeah. We're in Georgia, in Atlanta.
Right.
It is Bulldog country. It's like a religion around here. It really does dominate the town.
Saturdays are bigger than Sundays in many parts of the country. And as far as the business of college football, because I think there's a lot of people who maybe don't follow the sport and will say that money that is being donated, that could lower the cost of tuition, which is through the roof, could be academic scholarships. Then the schools will tell you that, this money, it's an investment because your college football program is major advertising. I mean, is there an argument to be made that nearly $78 million is being well spent here?
Well, again, this football, for most of these D1 schools, TCU, it's their football program that drives recruits there. University of Georgia, it's because the football team wins, and that helps all the other programs. This money just doesn't go back into the football program. It goes into many other things besides paying coaches. It goes back into these other programs, and that's what people need to remember. It goes back into the sporting programs. But again, I'm biased. I'm here in the state of Texas where we can justify spending $64 million on a high school football stadium, so it's a little difficult. But these schools give money back to the other programs. It's no longer just being kept within the football team. It's being spread out. And it does drive people to want to go to those schools and be part of the environment. If you're going to the University of Washington, if you're not on the football team, you're still in the stands on Saturday watching that because that's the product you want to see and you're cheering for your school. And you may not even be involved in the athletic program. And tuition for most of these schools, I pay tuition for a college right now, so I can tell you it's not comfortable, but it's not uncomfortable. So thank goodness for the D1 school that my daughter goes to. That helps out a little bit.
For sure. Before we let you go, I want to get your take on one other thing. That's the college sports stars themselves. They can now earn money off their name, image, and brand. How has that decision changed the dynamics of college athletics?
I think it's changed it for the better. I have good friends that came up that were All-Americans that played on national championship teams, and they got paid nothing. Yet their name, image, and likeness was in video games and used all over for said boosters to use them to pay for programs. And now you're seeing these great athletes from the Sanders sons. And just today, one of the Cavender twins, who's famous on social media, she went into the transfer portal, went from Miami, and now she's going to TCU right down the street here. And that's huge news, and it's great for everybody. And they're getting paid. These college stars, some of them may not have a pro career, at least they're getting paid right now. And for the pro players that are going into the NFL, it's actually teaching them. I was talking to a money manager who handles some big money for NFL players, and he told me it's actually helped him with the younger players that are coming out first and second round. They already know how to manage money because they're been getting this money now, and they're understanding, hey, we're going to keep this because your career could end any given Sunday or any given Saturday. And now they understand that, because it's not just, I'll get to the NFL and I'm going to get a big paycheck. They're already getting that check now, and they understand the value of the money. So it's actually helped out teach these players responsibility. So it's not what we saw, over a decade ago, where they were just spending money like crazy and buying houses for every one of their friends.
Putting the business part of it aside for a second, I'm just a college football fan. I have to ask, you're in Texas. What's the reaction today from a lot of the Aggies you're hearing? Because I'll be honest, A&M football's been tough to watch for the last couple of years.
Honestly, I mean, it's for us, we've been waiting for it. Any of my Aggie friends, they're telling me, thank goodness it happened. And it's hard. Remember, next year, the SEC gets crowded. You pick up Oklahoma and UT, and now that's a Texas team those teams are winning right now. You look at A&M, and it's been embarrassing to spend. You look at the money to Jimbo, and you look at the program on the what's on the field. It's not the same thing. If you're going to pay a coach that much money, you need to be winning on the field and not go, well, I did great when I was under, Sabian at Bama. That doesn't mean anything to anybody here. So those fans are happy. Everybody I talked to, they were like, thank goodness it happened. It should have happened earlier this season or during the offseason, because they have not been happy with embarrassing themselves as a good program that just can't get its feet right. So hopefully the new coach they go find, and I've seen the list, there's some good guys on there. It'll be interesting to see who they have and how much money they have to give them.
Yeah, how much money's left in the bank account?
I wonder how often these big contracts.
Like, where are we writing this check?
Is it going to cool the contracts?
Put my name in the mix for it. Sports Analyst Eric Mitchell, thanks for joining us. Appreciate it.